Hello everyone, my name is Dhananjay Reddy Manne. I'm part of Informatica Global Customer Support team. In this presentation, we will be going through how to change log level for data viewer and collect the data viewer logs in data engineering integration. Moving on, today's agenda is different log levels for data viewer, different ways to configure the log level for data viewer, different ways to collect the data viewer logs demo. First, we will go through what are different types of log levels available for data viewer. There are 5 types of log level. We'll go through one by one. First is none. The data integration service uses the tracing levels set in the data viewer. Second one is trace. The data integration service logs initialization information, error messages, and notification of rejected data. That is normal. The data integration service logs initialization and status information, errors encountered, and skipped rows due to transformation row errors, summarizes mapping results, but not all level of individual rows. Next is verbose initialization. In addition to normal tracing, the data integration service logs additional initialization details, names of index and data files used, and detailed transformation statistics. Verbose data. In addition to verbose installation tracing, the data integration service logs each row that passes into the mapping, also notes where the data integration service truncates string data to fit the precision of a column and provides detailed transformation statistics. Moving on, different ways to configure log level for data viewer. Configure for all data viewer runs, create a configuration and use it for specific data viewer run. Let me show in the demo port for this. I'm moving to the developer client. Here you can see I have already imported a Hive table, and here we have an option to run data viewer. First, here the option is selected as default settings. Like the data viewer will be run by the DIS. First, you need to go to window preferences. Here you have an option like data integration service and select your domain, and you have to select one of your DIS default, which you want to run the data viewer. Next, like first option, like to set data viewer for all. Here we have the option like run configuration. Under run configuration, we have data viewer. This data viewer will use the default integration service, and in the advanced tab, we have an option for override tracing level. We have all the 5 available options, which I have told. From here, you can change it to normal, verbose installation, verbose data, depending upon the required log level you need for debugging. Suppose if I set to verbose installation and apply and click on OK. Now the default data integration service is set for verbose installation. For every run, when you run the data viewer, it will log all the verbose, all the logs will be in verbose installation. Like if you don't want to do in that way, like you want to use only for this troubleshooting purpose, only for a particular run, then we have an option like create configuration, data viewer configuration. As you can see here, this is the second option. Like I have to select data viewer configuration, click on new, and you have to give a name, data viewer purpose. And you need to go to the advanced option and change the data. First, we need to select the DIS. If you don't want to use the default DIS, you can browse and select the DIS which you want to use. Once the DIS is selected, we can go to the advanced tab and set it for verbose installation or verbose data. Click on apply and click on run. Now the current run will be taken by data viewer verbose. Like whenever you select this configuration, the log will be generated in verbose mode. In this way, you can set and use only when required, like any data, any troubleshooting purpose. Moving on to the presentation. Yeah, next one is different ways to collect the data viewer logs. So now we have already run the data viewer. Here we can collect the data viewer logs from three different ways. One is from developer client using the show log option, from admin console, from DIS submission. Let me show you one by one. First one, like to collect the data viewer log from the developer client. Here we have an option called show log. When you click on this show log option, it will download the data viewer log. This is first way of collecting the data viewer. Second one is from admin console. Let me go back to the admin console and we need to go to monitor tab and the DIS which we have used adopt jobs. Since it is adopt job, here we have the preview log and we can click on this view logs for selected object. In this way, you can download the logs. And the third one is from the server machine. You need to log into the Informatica server machine and you need to go inside info home, logs, node name, your respective node name, services, data integration service, and these logs, MS folder will be there. Inside this is the latest data viewer log. From this, you can move it back to your Windows machine and you can collect the log from there. These are the three ways of collecting the data viewer. Moving on to the presentation. Yeah, the demo part I have already covered. This is the summary. You can go through these KB articles and docs for more details. We would like to hear from you on our social media handles. Please give us your valuable feedback over there. Thank you all.